Audio 12. Farmland. In Bardenas, farmers practice a biennial crop rotation called year and time. Cereal one year, fallow or giving the land a rest on the other. This is the old Mediterranean system practiced by the Greeks and Romans. Generally, it meant that the land was divided into two parcels, one to be cultivated, while the other was left fallow. The latter provided livestock a place to feed in a natural way. In Bardenas, dry crops represent 47% of the agricultural land, barley being the principal grain cultivated here for its capacity to survive difficult growing conditions. Draft animals were essential in traditional agriculture. The use of animal power was common up until the 1940s. With each piece of equipment, animals were fitted with complex harnesses. By the mid-20th century, farmers saw the arrival of the first tractors with iron wheels, planters, harvesters, fertilizer spreaders, cutters, and winnowers. This made the work easier, reducing the number of people needed for each job and saving time. Field preparation required that, before planting could be carried out, land that had lain fallow had to be prepared. Fertilizing the land was another necessary task. Manure was used with orchards and vineyards. Over the dry lands, fertilizer was sparingly distributed. The arrival of chemical fertilizers brought about an increase in the performance of the land. Once the land was prepared, it was time to plant. This began on All Saints' Day in November. Until the 1950s, the grain harvest began in June. First barley, then wheat, and then finally oats. A sickle was used for the harvest. The reapers, sometimes hired laborers, were contracted specifically for the harvest and came from as far away as Valencia. After the harvest, less affluent families came to glean in the fields. This meant collecting any ears of corn left over after the farmers would have officially ended the harvest. On numerous occasions, the whole family would travel for a month or two, with the mother and children being very involved. After the reaping, the harvest was taken in for threshing to separate the wheat from the chaff.